So Rousseau decided that he would have his last time with us up close and personal. Here's the old guy. He's been like this for So here we have Brian Jackson. He is the grave digger, and though Rousseau is still alive, you know.
In his final years, and that's what I'm doing to him now, gently, and he's responding. Ever so slightly. He feels it, and I think it feels good to him. So here we are, with each other.
Well, it was a possum trot, but you know, like, I don't know exactly when, but I mean, there were a lot of fierce little animals like possums, and possums hiss and they're meaner than shit, and raccoons, and like, you know, he was really he'd take on any comers.
Well, when I met him, he was 4 and he had it then, so he was a youngster when he did that.
And that's when we were first getting together, and he used to get your panties from under my bed and run around the house with them in his teeth.
Yes, he did. And then he would take them under the bed and suck on them in private. Just go to town on them.
And of course, like, you know, when he was just the ittiest, bittiest little kitty, like, Russell had died. Clyde's dog ate him, and Clyde's wife, Susie, and I buried him in the marijuana crop and cried over his grave. And then I really wanted one of these little stripy kitties, and I found an ad in the Herald Times, and Melvin and I went all the way almost to Bedford, and we picked him up, and he was so small. Melvin carried him around in his shirt pocket.
Oh, what I was going to say about what a fierce cat he is I remember up at Zen, he would chase Callie through the woods, terrorizing her. They would run as fast as they could. He would be way behind, he would catch up, and then I would hear this incredible just growling and screaming, enough to, you know, make your bones shudder.
Although I only spent like 3 nights at our dream house in the woods before I had to go off and serve my country. Rousseau and Callie, I heard them. Oh yes, did I hear them? And when we moved him from town in the valley at the old Possum Trot house, I didn't want to carry him up. I didn't want him to lose the sense, so I just got kitty, 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 and he came and followed me. Kitty, 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 and he came and followed. And he came all the way up, and that's where he stayed. He knew this was his new home.
He couldn't get it over on Sunshine, but Callie was terrified of it. Now Rembrandt, he was really like Rembrandt when Rembrandt first arrived.
Rembrandt made him live as long as he lived.
Yes.
And you remember when, to get back to Tamsin, she is supposed to be quite the animal person, but she was just astounded that he and Rembrandt bonded so much. Yeah.
Right. They didn't at first, but we had to keep Rembrandt in seclusion. But they bonded, and then Callie was the man out. The woman out, I'd say.
Speaking of cats.
And then along came Rosie. And what did Rosie do? I have no idea. But she was a baby kitty.
He was a grandfather. He just basically paid her a bit of attention, but not much.
John, his eyes are completely back in his head. It's just white showing on his eyes right now. What's that mean?
I don't know.
Oh, honey baby. Oh, honey baby.
So anyway, like, you know, Rousseau is God in cat form, and he's unparalleled and unequaled and will never be replaceable. I'll not forget his upbringing with some strong bohemian personalities: Bob Horton, Melvin, Coyote, Clyde, and myself. And I'll never forget him having me chase him all over the house. I forget what he'd done, what evil thing he'd done. And I cornered him under my bed upstairs, and he hooked his claw in my nose, and I couldn't get it out. Finally I did, and then I threw him off the second-story porch, which gave him character and made him, like he would never have lived to this age if it hadn't. Out of adversity comes greatness. And he took on animals. His little ear over here, you can't see it. Which one is it? This one here is ripped up from a bout with some possum or raccoon. Anyway, so we're sitting here with the guy, and we're going to sit here with the guy as long as he's alive. And I'll tell you what, he is loved, and he's even loved by the people who would claim that they hated him because he was such an adversity to them. But he's loved, and he's famous, and he's wonderful, and a great old guy. Kill.
Wait.
See that? See that? What he was doing. So, I wrote this.
Come and look at him from my position here.
In 2005, June 2005, which is about when we thought that Rousseau was going to
Come right here and look at
expire.
him. Sit in my position and
No,
look
I
at him.
want to do what I'm doing. We thought that's 2005 and it's almost 2011 now. So I'm going to read this. Over the last 16 years, my cat, HENRI Rousseau, and I have enjoyed the deepest communication. We waited for each other while I was taken away for no crime against people, certainly no crime against cats. Tonight, he told me without uncertainty that he knows the way things should be, and in my case, the way they shall be. He is a very cool cat, that's for sure. I believe every word he says. Rembrandt, scarcely a kitten, the heir apparent tum-tum tiger, striped himself being groomed by Rousseau to ascend upon the latter's hopefully none too eminent demise, to that highest of positions, very cool cat. Rousseau is teaching the contemplation of ineffable, etc. name. Rousseau is teaching patient communication with me. I believe every word Rousseau says. Van Ryn is assimilated. Tiger, tiger, burning bright in the forest of the night. What immortal hand or eye can tame thy fearful symmetry? And here he is, 6 years later, and old Rembrandt is now old. I mean, he's like... So, Rousseau expired at 5:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sunday, the, what day?
19th.
19th of December. Here is
2010.
his, 2010, here is his grave marker, and we've had Sunshine's ashes sitting on the mantelpiece for quite some time, and we're going to bury Sunshine and cast her to the wind with him. So it's my best friend, HENRI Rousseau, 1987 to 2010. We love you so much. And then down here, our friend Sunshine, a tiny kitty, but a vast cat being, 1982 to 2001, Sunny the Huntress. Now we're going to bind Rousseau in his shroud, and since Rousseau is such a part of me, I'm going to put a part of me in with him. This is one of the many teeth that have fallen out of my head. So we'll wrap that up with him as well. The white one first, I believe.
However you want it.
Yeah.
How do you want to do it?
This cat has a soul bigger than most of the human beings on the earth, if you believe in souls. He certainly has a soul vastly bigger than George Bush, who has no soul.